Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome to Scottish Geeks. Today we're going to be talking about Doctor Who Heaven Sent. That was a hell of an episode. That really was the best episode this series. It was pure, unadulterated Doctor Who. I have never seen an episode I've liked quite that much. It was just Peter Capaldi, the 12th, technically 13th Doctor, technically 14th if you get into it, just being everything the Doctor should be, just unstoppable, and it was amazing. And I really don't want to ruin too much of it, but I have to because that's what these episodes are about, so be warned, there will be spoilers. The Doctor last week, after the death of Clara, is teleported to an unknown location. He wakes up in what appears to be a castle of some sort, but nothing is quite what it seems. A hand is seen before the Doctor arrives, burnt, bloodied, and disappears, burns to ashes. And the Doctor goes about his merry way. The Doctor then discovers there's a creature following him that can only be described as death, but we're not entirely sure as the episode goes on. But this creature is as relentless as the Doctor is. Now, the Doctor, being the Doctor, finds numerous ways of escaping this death persona, which is amazing, because nobody can escape death, but the Doctor does. He always does, or does he? That'll be explained a little bit later on. Now, he goes through all these various different scenarios with this creature, discovering just how long it takes for it to find him, and how long he's got to eat, sleep, work, discover what's going on. Now, this is my favourite part of the whole thing. Every time the Doctor finds a trap that he's a little bit wary of, he speeds up his thinking so that time slows down, and we get to finally see the Doctor's thought process. Now, the Doctor's thought process at the moment contains Clara, the only person around him that he can bounce everything off of, but we get to hear the Doctor's thought process, which is amazing. And because there's no Clara, he creates Clara in his subconscious. Now, I reckon he probably does this with any companion he's had, but at the moment the closest one to him is Clara. If it was the Matt Smith Doctor, it might have been Amy. If it was David Tennant, it would have been Rose, etc, etc, etc. But going beyond that part, the Doctor then discovers what he's meant to discover, which is a room. The room marked number 12. Now, in that room there's a substance that's 400 times harder than diamond. I've forgotten the name of it, but don't worry, you can find it out if you've watched the episode. I'm very bad with names of things, especially things I've never heard of before. So the Doctor finds this room, and he goes into the Brothers Grimm tale of the boy talking about the bird of eternity. The bird that whittles down a diamond mountain by wiping its beak once every 100 years, and once the diamond is no more, that's when 1 second of eternity has passed. Now, that is an amazing story, and it is an amazing thing because exactly that thing happens with the Doctor. Sort of. We go into the semantics of teleportation and how a teleported being, is it a real version of that person, or is it just a facsimile? Now, there's no way really of telling, but according to the Doctor it doesn't matter because it's him. It's his mind, his body, his soul, and for billions of years he survives, and he breaks down that 400 times harder than diamond substance. And this is where things get really weird. He was inside his confession dial the whole time. Didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that. There's so many unexpected things happen in this episode, especially when we discover exactly who brought him there. I really thought it was going to be Missy. I was not expecting the Time Lords. I really wasn't. But that was fan-fucking-tastic. Best episode yet, and I cannot wait for next week's episode. If everything's been leading up to this point, then next week's going to be a blast. Oh, and the Doctor mentioned something about him being a hybrid of two great warrior races. But what will that be? What race was the Doctor part of? And personally, I think he was one of the Eternals. If you're not in your Doctor Who lore, you probably won't get that. But, you know, we'll find out next week. We'll all find out. And I can't wait. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is a short one because there really is too much, but so little at the same time happening in that episode to explain. It's a must watch. If you haven't watched it and you've just watched this, my spoilers will do nothing to detract from it. Watch it. It's amazing. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time, but until then, bye bye.